Alright, chat can hear you now.
Ooga, ooga, ooga.
We're so screwed.
It's not going to be that bad.
It's not gonna be that bad. It's not gonna be that bad.
It's not going to be that
You're
bad.
right. It's gonna get worse.
Also, I'm back.
Hello.
Sorry, I moved something and someone was asking if I remembered where it was, and I honestly don't, so. 40 months in a row. Jesus Christ. Anywho. So last time, guys. Last time. You guys, one of you was spending your night in jail. And the other was trying to figure out what to do, sitting with Martha and the child, and Dustin.
And our new companion.
He came in, your new companion came in with a flurry and kicked open the door, screaming, Martha! Upon talking to him, he evaluated the situation and figured out what he could do. Went and met with Wrath. Wrath was somewhat compliant. Wrath got a little rowdy, so he fed him a potion, turned him into a llama. Which made him even more rowdy, as he begins fighting with the kobolds in the cell across from him. You and your new companion had a slight kind of bonding moment, question marks? Where, after this whole ordeal is done, he agreed to take the child so he can have a more proper upbringing.
Yes.
You guys turned in for the night after he got the court date pushed up by 5 days. That night, Limbo, as you were in Sentry's Rest, and he is sleeping on the floor, he wakes up to a weird sound. He pulls out this strange box-looking thing, and he goes, "Hello? Yeah. I don't know where they are. Okay. Good night." And he falls back to sleep.
Okay. I'll ask that in the morning.
It is morning. It is the day of the court hearing. The day you hopefully, or maybe not hopefully, can either save Rat's Roddy.
Either we're getting him out or I'm leaving him.
Exactly.
One of the two. Alright. Look at our compadre we have. Hey.
You what? Yes.
Yeah. So what was that last night?
What?
Talking to a box, and as if you were talking to somebody.
Oh, yes. It's a communication device.
I'm aware.
So, I made this thing with a bunch of my friends. Because sending stones are so last year. So instead of having it that you can only talk once a day, I have made it you can have like full-on conversations for at least 30 minutes. Work in progress, but it is working.
Interesting.
Yes. It's not... It has a tendency to either blow up or turn you into a llama, but that's beside the point. It still works. Martha heads out for the day, having plans to do who knows what, leaving
Hey.
Dustin in charge with the child.
Look at Dustin. Well, I would help you with that, but it's the court date.
Mhm.
I got. Jeez. Rob begins to rub once again my non-existing temples.
Man, it's such a habit. Man, you
Got like nice. It's almost like you could almost borderline like grinded spots where you have been rubbing it for so long.
but you and Sentinel head to the prison to talk with Wrath one last time before the trial. This is the last time you two will have a chance to talk. What is it that you guys wish to say before anything else happens?
Is he still a llama?
No, he's a Minotaur again. There's a there seems to be a slight barricade in the middle of the hall between him and the kobolds, though. So they can't see each other.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
All right, Raph. Listen up.
Okay.
Today's the day of the court. All right.
Okay.
Please. I am begging you when I say this. Please. Do not be yourself. You will remain quiet and try to be on your best behavior.
Okay.
Do not speak unless you're asked to speak. And answer the questions simple.
Okay.
Okay? I look over to what was his name again?
Sentinel?
I look over to Sentinel. Is there anything else I'm missing? I should say.
One second. I use it for the turn it now.
Sentinel's the guy who gave me the potion, right?
Yes.
Sentinel is the one that gave you the potion.
I know. Hey, do you have any more of that potion?
Possibly. But now it's not the time. Regard. Just... What's the correct word I'm going to use here?
Act civil.
Don't screw up?
I think the correct term is don't fuck up.
Well,
Pardon my languages, but
that's a term you can also use.
Okay.
Your life is literally in the hands of whoever we get.
Okay.
As you guys are being led away, Sentinel looks at you and goes, I'm not sure we're gonna win this.
thanks for the confidence.
You are welcome. And with that, you guys, one second, as I do something.
Are you doing the ting?
I'm doing a thing,
The ting?
the thing,
Yeah, the ting.
the tang, and the tang. Whoop, it zoomed all the way in there. You guys
Hey.
are brought in to a interesting room. lots of nobles are gathering in the little spots over across from you.
I will state this: I am disguised as looking like my human form.
Yep, you're disguised in a human form that everyone's mistaking for a half elf.
Mm-hmm. Point being is I'm not Metal Man.
You're not Metal Man. You definitely
I
sound like
will.
Metal Man.
I am looking around, like seeing all these noblemen. I'm going.
You're grabbing your throat.
If I had teeth, I would grit them.
Yes, yes, yes. As you're waiting, and Brutus has been brought in and put into a pen of some kind. He's also been muzzled, and his arms have been chained.
Are they chained behind me or in front of me?
Behind you. Question, real quick, Wrath. Would you have struggled when they went to put those on?
Did they chain my arms first, then muzzle me, or did my muzzle first, then my arms?
Probably tried to muzzle you first and then chain you.
Yes, I would have struggled a bit.
Okay, thank you.
Not like more like a, well, you know, it's kind of like you know how like a child is like, no, I don't want to eat that kind of thing. That kind of way.
Okay. Alright, as you're waiting, you hear a knock on the door that leads into your little booth.
Like me or Wrath?
What?
You talking to me or Wrath?
You guys. You specifically. He can't do nothing. He's in a little pen.
I'm just asking. Wasn't sure.
Yeah. You
Time
hear
to look to see who.
You see a very noble looking elf. His silver hair, his eyes, everything about him just screams elf. As he
Something I'm all too familiar with.
Yeah. So, as before the proceedings start, what did you want to say to them?
Can I help you?
Try.
Wait, apparently.
The man looks at you for a moment and smiles and says, "Well, I wanted to offer a plea deal before this mess started. You are on trial, or your friend is on trial for his life here. And I think given the circumstances, you should take the offer I give you. I'll make you a deal. Serve in the champion pit for about 2 years. And I think that would be time served."
Him serving the champion pits for 2 years.
Yep. 2 years, champion pits.
Sentinel will
And
go to grab Limbo's arm.
I will also say, you do owe an apology, or the man, or your friend there does owe an apology to all people involved. Those are my terms. You can either accept them, or I will see you in the court in a moment, and with the amount of evidence I have, I can quite possibly have him put to death. I suggest you think carefully.
The Sentinel will grab Limbo's arm and give you this smile, this elfish, dragonish character in front of you. Well, that's a quite interesting offer. If I remember correctly, the champion pits usually result in creatures like him dying in that instance as well. Does it not? And once in service to the champion pit, you don't likely fall out of service after a certain time.
Well, there are certain arrangements, and if the man is strong enough, we definitely can, or we definitely could use him and for the champion bids. But also, the fact remains is that this gentleman, he just looks at him for a moment, just shaking his head in disgust. Um, this gentleman could possibly live the full 2 years and make it out alive. He does seem like he has the stamina, don't you think? I mean, he after all, he did put up, from what I understand, he did put up a decent fight between the people, or put up between the officers. Is that correct?
According to the reports, yes.
I look over to my friend here. Tell me more about these champion pits. Quite familiar with them.
They're a tournament held in the capital every year. They're meant to gather strength during the cold season and provide entertainment for the people. It's a pit that it was inspired by a country from the grape country. They tend to have fighters fight each other, and sometimes creatures that they have collected throughout the warm season, including options like points towards Wrath. Not opposed to that. Creatures like him or the orcs that live in the mountains tend to be prime subjects for fights.
And your friend could possibly survive.
And
He
he
could,
could
or he
possibly
could
not.
be perfectly fine.
The risks are too high, though. You and I know both well that is just a death match waiting to happen.
Well, unfortunately, it's either the champion pits, and he takes a chance with his life and or with fighting, or he potentially dies or he dies by execution. I'll leave it up to you, my good sir.
A death by execution in a courtroom, or death by execution.
In the glory of battle, much as what his kind, I would assume, would very much enjoy. I would assume it would be something dishonorable if the man decided to, or if the man perished at such a inopportune time.
Sentinel will look towards you and say, "Let us have a moment. We'll ponder this."
I'll give you until the judge comes up to the table, or once the court starts. I take the offer off the table.
Thank you. We'll inform you when we decide.
I wait for him to leave.
He nods and then walks off slowly. Exits the room, or exiting the room.
You exit there before you can go and you were.
Yep. Thank you.
Alright. First off, who was that?
Sentinel's thinking. Probably the prosecution. I don't know his name. I'm bad with names. Michael?
Secondly,
No. Zachary? No.
it doesn't matter. So, more importantly, the options that are laid out here at hand.
You can still push for, banishment. impossible fed to the dragons, but you know, it's still banishment. And you don't have to feed him to the dragons. He could just be in that land.
Hey, did you see the notification?
It's still too loud? Damn.
It's just the one thing I know about her. It's the only one thing I know about Wrath is he enjoys fighting. I know what you're saying is pretty much a death sentence to throw him down there, but something tells me if that offer was given to him straight up, he would have taken it.
100%, but it's still a death match. That ground is soaked with many blood of many individuals.
Fair. Screw it. I do have an option B. If this all goes south.
And what's your option B?
Give it that look of, come on, isn't it obvious?
No, it's not. I have not a clue.
Well, let's just put it this way. I'll probably never be coming back to this town then.
Sentinel's like, please don't. I have
Worst
business
come to
dealings
worst.
in this town.
I said, worst come to worst. Let's try not to end up in that position. I say we press forward for the case.
Why is the music not turning down? Like, it is so low. And everyone's still saying it's so loud.
As I was saying, I say we should push for the case.
You do realize that that's no life sentence. It's not just 2 years. What he's offering isn't a thing. 2 years in the fighting pits isn't a thing.
When I say push for the case, I meant for the trial.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I'm still thinking about names. Is it Marcus? Or Jaquas? Anywho. We should push for the trial.
It's Nunya.
Nunya? Nunya.
None your business. None your business anymore.
Anyway. How would Sentinel respond to said oath?
Say again.
I was trying to think of how Sentinel would respond. Yeah, I think he would just walk over there and go, "No deal!" Shakes your hand and walks away.
The man looks at you for a moment and says, "Well, I did my best to try to save your friend.
And we plan to
It's up
save
to
our
your-
friend.
Hmm,
Trust me.
that was
I
your
am.
best hand."
We'll see about that. And with that, the judge is escorted in. Guards on either side of him. Well, at first all you see is guards, until you realize the judge is quite shorter than the guards.
Oh no.
As he-
No. Sentinel hears me go,
Problems?
well, might be a little rude. There's a dwarf, I assume, correct?
Yeah. It'll be fun. he just kind of pats you. As you're escorted to your seat and you're sitting comfortably.
Going in the book.
You want to introduce yourself, Mr. Judge?
Hello, everyone. How's it going today?
Okay, that was expecting.
Thank you for having me. It's great to be here.
Limbo was expecting one thing, was surprised by another. What? One of the guards will say, "All rise for the honorable judge."
Sit down. Stand down.
Sit.
That's just laying down.
Too much decorum.
Too much. Oh my goodness. Yeah. We are here for the trial between the Bullman and the town.
Wait, somehow I'm really looking. Was really mostly in your hands. Not really good.
Just fine, just fine, just fine.
Prosecution. Please present your case.
The gentleman walks up and looks at everyone and says, "Ladies and gentlemen of this jury, I'd like to start off by saying that this man," he points to Wrath, "this man is a menace to society. This man has done multiple felonies, as well as even in the night of spending the night, a couple of nights in jail, assaulted some of his fellow inmates. I have him on assault, sexual assault, damaging public property, instigating with officials, fighting officials, resisting arrest, and resisting prisoners, as well as a litany of other things. Originally, we were going to, I had offered this man a plea deal, and this man and these people completely disregarded that plea deal. That plea deal was for the championship pits, as this man appears to be a very big fighter. So I figured, why not have him fight for entertainment, and let him fight as he wishes, for greater purpose." In this trial, I will show that this man has done all of these things, as well as has done all of these things, and deserves to be put to death. Prosecution rests.
I look over at you, Sentinel.
I'm waiting to. He has to wait.
I know. I'm just looking at you like.
Well, I would like to remind the prosecution that death is not their judgment to pass, it is mine. Defense, you may argue your case.
Thank you, great honorable judge. I would like to point out that while yes, my client has done some more than unlikely scenarios, we'd like to make sure that we are aware that yes, he is a wild creature, and some of them, mostly him, may not be the brightest in the head. So what he thinks is acceptable may not be what we see as acceptable and civilized. As such, I would like to point out the facts that yes, he is a big brooding character, but he also doesn't belong in cities. He belongs in the mountain range, which is what we were attempting to do, as he needs to be put back into his actual ecosystem. trapping a bull in a city full of big shiny rocks and expecting things to go well doesn't tend to happen very well. He has done some acts that are not civilized, yes, but he is just a creature. A creature that, yes, while simple-minded, also has a rich and valuable system and ecosystem in the mountains. I don't see the need to put a creature to death that just doesn't belong in the bustling of metropolis of the city. But in the end, it is up to you, my judge.
I wouldn't question how a beast of this nature did find its way into the city.
He ended up wandering south, and his companion found him and was on his way to take him north, back towards the mountains, and had to stop here to resupply his cart. And unfortunately, he lost track of the beast, and things happened.
I see. Any further statements?
At the moment, no, Your Honor. I do know that the prosecution wishes to have witness come forth, but nothing that I can say now.
Then bring forth your witnesses.
The prosecution calls our first witness Norman, the gentleman who was assaulted.
Right. An half-orc individual is brought in. Let me find him real quick. Okay. Normand is brought in. It's a half-orc individual. He is, while a little battered, he is doing okay for the most part. And he is brought in, and one of the guards will ask, "Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?" And Norman says, "Yes."
Just to add to that, zone of truth.
Awesome. And what's that DC?
I love that.
What's the DC on that?
Let me find that for you 1 second.
Counterspell joking, I know that.
Oh, no.
DC 16.
DC 16? Awesome. I don't remember
have
which
that,
one's
just
Norman's dice, so we're gonna do this one. That's the highest roll you've ever rolled, Norman. I'm not salty, you're salty. It's fine. Okay.
It's charisma, by the way.
Oh. Cool, that's useless for him. Okay. Thank you.
Did
Thanks, Jeff.
Passer succeed?
What's your DC again?
16.
16. Well, he would have passed, but he has a negative modifier, so he does not.
Fantastic. Creature cannot speak deliberate lie while within the radius. And I
Awesome.
know whether or not a creature succeeds or fails on this saving throw.
Okay. Yes. Understand. Papaloni. Alright. But yeah. He
Go ahead.
he definitely fails, so.
Lord Aramon does smile and look at him for a moment and says, "Welcome, Mr. Normand. I trust you're doing... How are you doing after the issue that happened to you?"
I could be better, but I am doing alright.
Would you like to describe what happened to you?
I was simply So, sorry, I have to remember exactly what happened in the scenario.
Is it the first scenario or the second one?
You were not helping your case, man.
So, when I first encountered this creature, I simply was asking, maybe slightly aggressively, if you had done something or been with my lover at the time, and he provoked me, and then he messed with me in our exchange and may have caused me some emotional distress as he assaulted me in a non-fighting nature.
Can you define that emotional distress for the court?
Define that emotional distress.
I was about to say objection calls for speculation. Could you get into detail? I was literally about to hit that too.
Norman would say, he was rubbing against me and making me feel gross, Your Honor.
I see.
Thank you. I would like to ask this this argument you had with your this argument you were having with him. You mentioned that you had accused this man of sleeping with your wife. Why is that?
He was outside my door, and she had been acting strange, and so... Or, wait, correction. Correction on that statement. He had been acting strange, and he was suddenly there outside my door.
Lean over to Sentinel. Kind of whisper into Sentinel's ear. Basically, I whisper quickly into Sentinel's ear about how I think that Wrath here basically took the blame for an affair that probably Martha was doing. Because if I'm thinking myself, if I'm recalling this day correctly, it's like, well, wait a minute. Was that the time when he was with? Oh, okay. I see what's happened here.
Sentinel's just like... You can see Sentinel get, like, rigid at that thought. Nutted.
Are you rolling stealth on this, or is this just something
Yeah,
you're...
are you roll... How quiet are you trying to be?
It's more like just like a lean in and a light whisper in the ear about it.
Are you concerned about other people hearing?
Not really. Just more or less like not also interrupting the judge.
Okay. So
Case.
anyone, and if he's not trying to be deception or hiding his thing, anyone who wants to can try to roll to hear it.
Sure, I'll try to roll perception for that. Let's see here. Oof. Holy crap, dude. Okay. Never mind. Okay, so that's what it is. That is a 21.
21.
I have a past perception of...
Wait, roll d20 plus 11, and then I think it adds that, so it's actually...
No, it
Hold up.
didn't do the, or this isn't roll 20, so
Add
that
the modifier.
roll did not work. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, it needs to be within the brackets.
It's like what? Something like, just to make sure I understand. That's what it is. Okay. Okay, so I just got to put in the number myself. Got it.
So,
Got it.
but yeah, you can hear them whispering about they think that's the day somebody else was with that person's husband.
What was the name that was used, or I cannot not pick that up?
You can't pick that up for some reason.
Okay.
Does the defense have a statement they would like to add?
Does that mean?
Sentinel.
Does that mean? Yeah. Sentinel would ask the witness. If I remember correctly, you came into the engagement of the fight initially in anger, correct? Oh god, I have to speak for myself. Correct. So, in indicating that you had initially wanted to fight said creature that you had found outside your door, without actually looking into the facts ahead of time, you knew that this fight would not be an adequate understanding, as this creature may not be smart enough to understand what you are getting at.
And if I may add into this situation, given that you are indeed also a half-orc, as the jury may I point out to you, where he comes from, he has to naturally deal with full-on blooded orcs to begin with. There's a very vast cultural difference how orcs operate in the mountain to half-orcs in civilization. I'm pretty confident he might not be aware of the situational difference.
Well said, yes. And there is a chance that a orc fighting with a minotaur might lead to a sexual nature.
I've heard it happen before.
Sentinel shivers, and that's usually a form of consent, while in our more civilized societies, it may not be. As he just sits back down and stares at the judge. And to answer chat, he's not wearing a proper suit. His has to be edited just slightly. But he is wearing a suit. Great. That's all he wishes to say on that first witness.
He does. Aramon does speak for a moment, and looks at him for a moment. Going back to the actually, Fox, I'd like to do a where is it? I'd like to do a history check, or
Okay.
I think either history or nature.
On how well you know minotaurs and orcs.
Basically, knowing about the potential issues that could be in this, or basically, is it true that this could be an issue, or is it, poppycock? Fortunately, that is 8. I do not think that'll pass.
No. So you are very unaware of what's the correct terms? Like, you're very unaware of, like, what these races actually do in the mountain. You just know they exist in the mountains.
Understandable. Aramon does look at the man and does say, "Did you appear to offer yourself willingly to the gentleman at any time during the fight?"
No, absolutely not.
And yet the man kept trying to do certain things.
Objection. Objection no cause for speculation on that one, Your Honor.
Or does the judge rule? What did you say? I'm sorry.
Observed.
And then the witness may answer the question.
Yep. Sorry. What's the question? I was trying to fix a thing because two different musics were starting to play.
You're fine.
So what was the question again?
Basically, did you willingly, or did you feel like after or despite the fighting, did it feel like he was trying to
Yeah, no.
continue to assault you?
As the fighting was continued, yes, until he knocked me out.
I have no further questions.
Sentinel will say, yes, well, again, we would like to point out that the cultural differences between our civilized races and the more barbaric races, we would like to show that, yes, fighting is a form of consent in their cultures. So while he was not consenting in our traditional way, in their culture, it was a form of consent. And obviously, this is a cultural differences. And obviously, our creature here did not know this.
Aramon looks to Sentinel for a moment and speaks up. So you're saying that the gentleman who, as his handler, should be the one charged with the crimes? Is that correct?
You watch me slowly turn my head towards your direction.
Well, it was a misstep in that scenario. He was his goal was to leave the city as soon as possible. And our client and his companion would like to offer Norman a sincere apology. He was willing to pay and help get him the needs he needs for after the scenario, but could not find said individual. And now we're here.
I'm still just staring directly across the court at him.
He just looks at him. He stares directly back. He is not intimidated by you whatsoever.
You're getting stared at by this half elf man, and the other half elf.
Yep.
It's just like, oh, this is gonna end badly.
Oh, I'm thinking in the back of my mind, I swear to God, I'm probably gonna end up killing him. I'm at my limits with this place.
Well, we know that it is after the fact. We do wish to again pay for Sir Norman's treatments, as well as the emotional distress that may caused him. But we do still have a current case that we need to discuss, and we can discuss another case after that when the time arises.
I suppose that depending on the outcome, that can be possible. Anyway, prosecution dismisses the gentleman.
How long does your zone of truth stand for?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
It's there for a minute.
I don't know.
It's there for a
Yeah.
little bit. He'll have to recast, but
Yeah, later.
Mm-hmm. Defense would like to call the defendant,
Your next
Mr.
witness.
Rath, to the stand.
Oh, you want to call? Okay.
As soon as I hear that, I just go. Just bang my head against the thing. Oh, no.
Okay. You can see Sentinel just finally doing what you've been doing the entire time, just pinching his brow like, oh no.
I want to imagine, by the way, the whole court hears a loud metal thud as my head hits the table.
There's a
Sounds
metal
Oh, I
ting.
can see.
There's a random
I just
metal
hear that.
ting. um, the guards will go into the pen because they're not removing Wrath from it, as they have him slightly chained to the wall, but they will remove his muzzle so he can talk.
Aramon does look at Wrath for a moment. He says, "Could you please speak your name for the court, my good sir?"
Wrath Strong Roar.
I love the name, by the way. I never heard the last name, actually.
Wrath Stronger.
I love that.
It fits with the tribe naming.
Yeah. Yeah.
He does.
For example, Iron Taurus Grimskull.
Anywho.
By the way, Fox, it's ERA, not EAR.
Damn it,
Not
dyslexia.
Aramond.
I'm dyslexic.
It's
Dyslexia.
Give me a break.
I like that idea with the defendant just both equally just going, oh no.
Both of us are just like, oh no. Alright, so.
Mr. Wrath, I'd like you to recount the events as you remember them.
For which incident? From with the guards or with the orc?
I will have you start with the orc, and then we will move on to the guards. Does that sound fair to you?
Sure.
You're too happy for this, right?
Just raises his eyebrow. He just raises, or Aramon raises his eyebrow at this man, and just is. He's curious. He plans on dismantling every single defense of freaking Sentinel by the end of this. Anyway, he says you may go ahead and recount your events of the first incident.
A quick question for all players: is Zone of Truth active on me?
No.
No, zone of
No,
truth-
it's a radius thing.
Yeah, it's over. It's
You gotta-
over on the other one. This area.
Oh, okay.
Actually, Aramond would request. Could we bring him over to the area with the Zone of Truth, please? I'd like to make sure he doesn't lie on the stand.
Very, very quietly underneath my breast, so no one can hear me. I'm pretty sure he's too dumb to do that. To lie.
You're just muttering to yourself like, he's too dumb to fucking lie.
That's.
I probably should have taken that deal with the championship pit at this point.
You knew I was gonna get questioned eventually.
Yeah, I know, but like I was hoping to try to avoid it as much as possible so we can build something first.
The guards will look at the Wrath and then
Aramond will look at the man and look to Wrath. If you don't mind, would you please head to the other side willingly, so we don't, so nothing is destroyed and nothing is harmed. We prefer to keep this nice, cool, and collected.
Oh, gladly, but I'm kind of stuck to the wall.
Aramond looks to the guards.
the guards will reluctantly unhook him and will follow him to the other pedestal.
You must
As he
roll for
walks.
these on Earth.
Yeah, as he's walking, you can hear his big footsteps just go. Coo, 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 as he
And then
walks.
proceeds to just makes a run out the door.
No.
I have to roll
Oh.
for something.
No.
What's up, Wrath?
Or
You
no.
have to roll a charisma or a wisdom saving throw.
Charisma saving
Charisma
throw.
saving
Oh,
throw.
it's charisma. Okay.
Yeah, because Norman has good wisdom, just not good charisma.
What was the
Okay.
DC for it?
14.
16.
16.
16?
16. 16.
I rolled a 19.
Oh.
Okay, but he does know that you are that you did succeed on the save.
Yes. This
So
is
it is in your best interest to still tell the truth.
Yeah, he probably will. He probably will.
Everyone looks at Wrath for a moment and says, "First off, I'd like to say, for a man who has been told that you are this brutish creature, you seem to have quite a bit of intelligence as well as quite a bit of are able to speak."
Sentinel's just like, give it a minute. Doesn't even say
mean,
it out. Doesn't say it out loud.
I-
just like, give it a minute.
As soon as I'm hearing you say that, you just see me just shake my head and like, no, that's. I will step in that zone of truth. Thinking about back in my head, I will step in that zone of truth and intentionally fail just to say the truth of what's on my mind about that statement. No.
I mean,
Sentinel
mean,
just.
I would hope. I mean, I would hope so. I'm not some idiot who would just go around and start hitting people for no reason.
Oh my god!
Wait, what?
I fucking hate
Hold
you.
on, say again.
I fucking hate you. I hate you.
Hate me?
You watch both Sentinel and Limbo just like
Face palm. Just like.
So wait, what did he say?
He said, I wouldn't go around just hitting people. Says this man that's always constantly looking for a fight to said hit people. Oh my fuck.
Oh,
Oh, I hate you so much right now, Purvis. You know what you're doing. You're a lot smarter than this.
Aramon just smiles and says, "Please continue."
So, from the call of the night of when I first encountered the half orc, it was a brisk night. I
Tell the
was
truth.
helping.
That's not how your character sounds.
Aramon just looks at him for a moment.
Fine. I'll.
Be
Fine.
your character.
What was it? Minerva? Is her name? The redhead girl?
Martha.
Martha! Why do you want to call her Minerva?
I don't know.
Nirvana, let's fucking go.
Nirvana.
I was assisting Martha in her rounds of whatever she was doing, which just happened to be outside, which I had to wait outside of a building. And then that half-orc tried to hit me.
Who's Martha?
And then I got a little aggressive back.
Sentinel will
So
say
you-
that. Martha is,
you-
he will point to Limbo. Limbo's partner.
Okay.
Where is she at?
She had some errands to run and help take care of the child. Everyone got fucking silent.
Oh, I'm fucking. If I had any fucking blood stored in me, I would have probably popped a vessel.
It's a good thing you don't have blood now.
Weighing my options, if I could just walk out of this courtroom right now and just leave Wrath to the wolves.
And does look at the gentleman for a moment and does hold on. Actually, there is a way I can do this.
Wait, looking at me or?
Yes, looking at
Oh.
you, Limbo. Where is it? Sending.
Wait.
I believe that should work, correct?
Are you trying to do it secretly?
Yes.
Okay, you're gonna have to roll stealth before you try to cast the spell.
Okay.
And the
Let's see.
judge will have to roll perception.
Would be more or less actually the stealth roll. Sleight of hand would just be have to beat everyone's passive perceptions.
A passive
Yeah, I would say
perception.
sleight of hand. That's fine, but it's still the same roll either way. So
Yeah, what's your passive perception, Kane?
A 19.
19.
Ho 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 ho!
That
The
is
judge sees
brutal.
all.
The judge sees
Yeah, he
all.
does.
He does. I did kind of make him a little OP,
Oh,
didn't I?
you mother! What is up with this die today? That is dumb.
The judge sees all.
The judge
Even
sees
I
all.
see this,
His old.
and I only have a 13. My old broken goggles of night vision.
He does. Aramon does look at the man for a moment before deciding not to do what he was thinking of, and does decide to continue talking with Wrath. So, please continue with what you were saying.
Objection, Your Honor. I'm sorry. What were you going to do there with me?
I believe
I
that's
even
one of
saw
your
that.
concern.
I think.
He's like, go ahead.
I think he changed his mind on it. But
Well,
Yeah.
he looked like he was making a gesture, and then
He put his hand down afterwards.
Sending does have a somatic or.
yeah.
do you want me to roll investigation on that? See if he was planning on doing it, since I do have an idea of
You
concept of
can,
magic, anyways.
Yeah, go ahead and roll investigation.
Yeah, that's fair.
Alright.
You can finish asking Wrath a question.
After the initial fight started, what happened afterwards?
I knocked him out and then I walked away with Martha. She was done with her thing.
Go back to the middle of that, when the alleged assault took place. What happened? What was going on during that time?
We were throwing punches. I misstep and might have kissed the half orc. He's not a very good kisser.
So you admit to at least making this man feel you at least admit to the man making the man feel uncomfortable with what happened, correct?
I mean, yeah, but isn't also the fact that I was uncomfortable with having to fight in a city?
There it is. There it is.
The part of the rules of this city is that we are not allowed to fight in the city unless something happened. I do not believe in this particular case. Once the man threw a punch, or if he had hit you, then I grant you more than likely would have been able to fight back with not an issue. But unfortunately, since you threw the first punch, it does.
I didn't throw the first punch. He did.
Let me rephrase that. With the punch that first connected, made you guilty of the assault. Unfortunately.
Objection, Your Honor. It does not matter if the first swing made a connecting blow or not. It was an assault. Is still an assault. Therefore, this half. Yeah, I was gonna say. Therefore, the half
first
orc
punch
is.
You were going?
was thrown allegedly by, what was his name, Norman?
Yes.
Yes.
Therefore, any pursuing action would be retaliatory, but not instigative.
Yes. Yes. That is true. So he
That
can't,
is fair.
he is not in trouble for being the instigator then.
Also, did you get my message?
Shit. Right.
I try to quietly send it to you when letting everyone talk.
Go. Yeah, and continue.
It says, so
Would I though?
go ahead and speak of the second event that took place, please.
Second event. Oh, that event. That event. Yeah, your guards came by and tried to and tried to accuse me of stuff, and I just simply said that if they tried anything, I will defend myself.
I'm not
Elaborate.
I don't say this in character. I don't say this character, but I'm kind of just thinking to back of my head. Well, technically, if anything, he did just enact the law of Stand His Ground Act. The Stand His Ground Act.
Yeah.
Would you please inform me of this incident with the gods?
Is he talking to Aramond or is he talking to Wrath?
I think he's talking
Uh,
to him now. Go ahead.
Yeah, whoever wants to answer this.
The guards, from what I understand, was. Hold on one sec. Sorry. The guards, from what I understand, Your Honor, is that he was, when the. He does read back to a report as he does not quite recall. He is going to. What do you want me to roll for that, Fox?
Roll
Because
history.
honestly, he legitimately.
Wait,
yeah,
if you have the report, then yeah, I would say I can just tell you.
That's fine.
Basically, he is with the issue with the guards. There was a situation where Norman had talked to the guards about a sexual assault and went up to them to capture this individual. And upon being confronted, instead of willingly come with them to the thing, he put up a fight and he stood his ground and basically challenged the guards to a fight.
So, from what I understand, after Norman had reported a potential assault to the guards, the guards had confronted Mr. Rath here and asked him to come with them in order to investigate what had happened. The gentleman here declines and essentially stated, as he just spoke, that he would fight if if they came close to him, which apparently the man made good on. I do have the officers, or I do have the guards, and I will be bringing them in as well for questioning as witnesses, Your Honor.
Sentinel.
To my understanding,
Go ahead.
the guards were sent after this creature and for an alleged assault, which Mr. Norman initiated. And during said confrontation, the gods took up this creature's challenge.
I believe they were trying to arrest him instead of trying to. We're trying to arrest him, but when the guards got closer, they. Question is actually, did the guards start the fight, or did Wrath start the fight with the guards?
It was.
I think it was the guards, right?
Yeah, I believe it was the guards, but it was after an accusation that Wrath had made, which made them
What
feel
was-
that You don't remember what the words exactly were. Brutus,
kept
do you?
saying I kept saying if they try anything, I would defend myself. That was what I kept repeating to them.
I remember you saying that.
Your Honor, this sounds like a simple case of a man who assaulted this creature here, instigated, raised the instigation with authorities, which then caused the authorities to become more instigated and having to lead this creature to defend himself even more.
Sentinel would turn to Wrath. Wrath, would you agree that you thought it was a challenge? These guards?
Sorry, can you say that again in dumber words?
Wrath, Sentinel asks, Wrath. uh, when these guards came up to you, do you feel challenged?
Or threatened.
Both.
Both. And what does your normal pact instincts tell you when you are threatened or challenged?
I have to defend myself.
Yeah.
You speak as if the man is nothing but a simple creature, but the man has clearly demonstrated he does know. He does know that he does know about himself quite well.
But that is not
He
the point.
has the
The point stands is that your partner Normand.
Hold on. He does have a point. That's what we were here. Where defense was at the beginning.
your gentleman did say that your Mr. Sentinel, did you or did you not say that this gentleman could not understand our laws very well, that he was basically nothing but a brutish creature. Yet as this trial continues, he did say, or he has spoken quite fluently, as well as maybe not in the most intelligent manner, but is intelligent enough to understand that things can happen, or that things will happen. And when confronted with guards, that he should instead give himself up so a proper investigation could be conducted. If the proper investigation had been conducted, instead of him assaulting the officers, I'm sure this would be quite a different trial. I'm sure. But
yes,
as
but
you
we also
stated,
have to remember that he may not be as what you considered simple-minded, but what his understanding of, including our culture, is different. His understanding is mostly through battles and hard-fit challenges. Being
They do
in
not have guards out there.
they also don't have the same laws that we do. While yes, his laws sometimes match similarly, they aren't the same. He isn't the most intelligent creature, but I never said he was completely stupid.
Mr.
but yet
Rath,
you said he was. Go ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Mr. Rath, do you have an understanding of what guards are?
No.
Thank you for being honest.
The prosecution may continue.
All right. So you say that you were simply defending yourself. At what point did you consider it? At what point did you feel the threat was taken care of?
On which occasion are we talking about?
I'll refer to the second one for this moment.
Oh, the threat was still there because they were all standing up still.
Yeah, you were the one taking them down.
Well, he's talking about like he asked me if when I felt the threat
Yeah.
was thing. So
True.
Okay, I do understand. And I appreciate you taking your time to speak with us. And I do appreciate your honesty. I do have one more question.
That's a
Uh-huh.
scary thought.
If you had perhaps, if your friend had educated you a little bit more about the area or the laws of this world, would you have perhaps understood a little bit better, and not had fought in the guards then instead of doing what you did?
It's hard for me to answer that.
And why is that?
Because I'm from a warrior tribe where we always fight to solve our issues. So can you take the can you really stop me from knowing my lifelong way of teachings?
I think in this particular case, while we cannot say that you can overcome your teachings, having a better understanding and perhaps being able to, for a moment, take care of or make sure that you weren't doing something.
It's like trying to find the correct word.
Try not to be disrespectful to him, but also trying to like just
That's a first for me out.
less
That's
harmful.
true.
He does look at the judge for a moment and say, "Your Honor, in light of some of the evidence, I would like to at least drop the charges for the initial assault and battery
So reluctant.
of Normand. Of Normand.
So if we're dropping the charges for the initial inciting incident, then all following incidents really are just a comedy of errors.
Yes, Your Honor.
Therefore, if we're dropping the first charge, we will drop this entire case.
I would like to say that with this gentleman fighting the inmates, I still do believe that he should be punished for that.
This gentleman would not have been in the prison system had the entire first incident not occurred. Is that not correct?
That is correct.
Correct, Your Honor.
All right. He just smiles and says, "All right, I'll be fair. That is correct." He does look at Wrath for a moment and say, he does look at, or he actually, no, he doesn't look at Wrath. He will look to Sentinel and says, "You did good, kid." He just smiles at him. He just looked to Wrath for a moment. I'd like to say one thing. Please be more mindful of certain rules within the city. As
Okay.
I do understand that apparently proper procedure was not given. And I do not appreciate that in this court of law. I do not appreciate that. I will make sure that certain things are taken care of.
And with that, Matthew, you've been given freedom by Kane.
Just one moment, though, if I may. With that being said, you are now aware of the consequences of your actions. I would request that you kindly return back from where you came from, as not to cause any further incident.
Worry not, Your Honor. Worry not, Your Honor. Our plan was, if this case was into our favor, we would be leaving today.
I would kindly ask you to leave within the next I will say 3 days. Learn your friend here some further manners, and should this incident of this nature occur again, I will not be so lenient.
Understand, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. And with that, the judge is escorted out.
Is there still guards standing around, like, about to unchain me?
They're leaving that for Limbo. They handed Limbo the keys.
Oh, because as the guards leave while they're still together, they go, say bye for Fizzy, Slizzy, and Sloppy for me.
You remembered their name.
I'll go get the big man.
I was gonna say, do I have knock? Can I just cast knock?
You can, yeah.
I don't seem to have knock, but I do
Oh.
have what is this? Freedom of movement, I think, or something to that effect. I have some sort of spell that'll just set him free.
Oh yeah, you can
Freedom
do
of
that.
movement. Yeah. Behold.
Freedom of movement, I think, is only allows them to get him to walk through difficult terrain. I don't think it unrestrains them.
Regardless.
Like I said, I'll pretty much just walk on over to unlock him.
Yeah. But yeah. Thank you guys for coming in and being our judge and prosecution today.
That's fair.
I don't know how
Oh,
that
that
turned
got
in our
so
favor.
easy.
You got lucky. You got very
Did.
lucky.
Yeah.
Because the two bad rolls, along with the information that he received, that was the reason why he decided to drop the charges. He did want to originally. The judge was right when he did say that he did want to, or that he shouldn't be tried for anything. However, if Aramon had had his way, he would have at least had him tried for the for assaulting the guards.
How fucking dare you try to drag my ass into the fucking crime trial part?
To be fair, he does still have to get out of the city within 3 days now. And,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
my goal now is to get out. Period.
Yeah, go grab the child.
Yeah.
Go grab
Whether-
the.
We were originally
It
we were originally planning to leave before this happened.
For the record, he would have tried to convict Limbo if he had or if he had continued.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
He was
I was
considering-
worried.
Yeah, he was totally considering that. He's like, you know what? Fine, I will drop all cases against Wrath, but I'd like this man arrested and tried for not properly teaching this man and for this violence he seems to be the cause of the violence, so he would like to be, or he would.
I would have been a lot more of a tougher opponent for you, by the way.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because for starters, I can pull the card being I'm so fucking old. Laws constantly have changed for me to keep up.
No one knows that. Shush.
I know, and I would reveal that.
All right. Anywho, thank you guys so much for coming in and being our special guests.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Any last
Farewell.
words? Farewell.
Y'all enjoy and try not to murder anybody.
I hope
Okay.
fucking not. Wrath.
Fuck yeah, that's what I'd say. I fucking hope not either.
What?
Alright, Wrath, so I begin to unchain you. As I'm unchaining you, it's like, alright, you're going to stay next to me, and you are not going to say anything, or touch anything until we leave the city. Got it?
Okay.
Do this, and I will reward you. Alright?
Okay.
Coke's like, wow.
Alright, and you guys
Come on.
leave.
So I start heading out with Wrath. I am so surprised how well that was in our favor.
I don't know how that ended up turning in our favor. That
it-
surprised me.
it was the moment that Wrath brought to light that he swung first. Not Wrath swung first. The other guy swung. Norn
Norman
swung first. As soon as he said that, I brought that like objection of assault is assault regardless if the fist connects or not.
No, let's do that again.
No.
Absolutely not. Next time you're on your own, I'm leaving you rot.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That I was actually
As we
scared
sit
for a
there,
hot
I
minute.
look at Sentinel. I cannot thank you enough.
No problem. It's my honor to help. Everyone's decompressing after that. I was worried though, but it turned out in our favor. Thank you, Wrath, for being, well, you.
No problem.
So, look tomorrow, Destin and Timmy. I mean, how was all your days?
Well, fantastic. I did some errands and got stuff done today. Dustin, who's currently in his elvish form, will kind of make hand gestures about books.
And facial gestures.
Yeah, about books and the child. He made me read things.
Oh, it's good. You're learning then.
I don't like learning. Sentinel just puts his hand on the kid's head. It's a lot better than the alternative, and just kind of gestures towards Raph.
Out of every meathead I've paired with over the years, this one is the thickest of them all.
Who is?
You.
Me? What did I do?
Oh, so much. I can change the music
Are
now.
we ready to leave?
Yes, I had to talk with the individuals that were loading our thing, but we can get that taken care of, and we can leave in the morning. As long as somebody keeps to themselves, and we can exit the city.
Alright, we have 3 days to get him out of here. And I'd like to be able to probably leave as soon as possible.
Indeed, understood.
Oh. Excuse me, miss.
One of the barmaids go, yes?
Beer. Tall. That's please.
Sure. Sentinel's like, I thought you couldn't drink.
Find out.
You're just like, I need a fucking drink. I don't care if it doesn't do
Yeah.
anything.
I don't care if that sloshes around in my stomach for a while until I have to empty it.
I need a drink. And
I think I might be able to actually digest that. I don't know.
you don't know. But yeah, you're all sitting around. Wrath, for the first time in like 5 days, you get big platters of food placed in front of you.
I scarf it all down.
He's just scarfing it all down. It's like, Justin just kind of shakes his head.
No, I can. Actually, just It went for so long, it just would feel very foreign to me.
Yeah. But food is placed in front of Sentinel and Martha and Timmy. You were given a bear. Dustin's just like, no.
I just start chugging. Drowning myself in the... trying to stay away.
Okay. Yeah. Fair. And you just drink.
You want to make a con save?
You know what? Yeah, because this is the first time I think you've had any alcohol, and I don't know how many years since your
30,
creation.
no, 17.
Just 17, you're fine. But it's been a long,
I missed
long
that.
time.
Think about it. Oh, I missed that.
Sentinel just slowly pulling out.
Just think of myself. Mental note. Noted. You know, myself noted. I can actually drink something and eat.
You can see Sentinel pulling out a notebook and just scribbling something down.
Trust me, that was a discovery just for me. If anything, I was prepared later on in the day and go and empty that if it was just nothing.
Which is fine. It's just really funny. And then Sentinel's just like, take notes. Well, this has been a peaceful evening. Oh, Martha, I meant to ask. Do you know what happened to Flower, or where they went? No, not off the top of my head. Now why? Well, their partner called, and I can't seem to get a hold of them, so... Martha just shrugs. Shame. Oh well.
Tick, 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 tick. Nom, 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 nom.
Tick, 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 tick. Ah, no. I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure it out. My brain's trying to catch up because part of me was like, I'm about to have you make a new character sheet.
I was about to say, I'm about to end up my character leaving and have to create my own character sheet because he was just going to fucking go back to his fucking little hut in the middle of nowhere and say, fuck it, quest over.
It's like, come on, Dustin. You, me, and this child are just going to the woods.
Nah, I'd probably still leave the child setting up for the sake of...
Yeah.
It's probably not wise to just... dirty hut in the middle of nowhere.
Probably not. It would give you an excuse to actually fix it, though.
Not really.
No.
I'm pretty sure that hut was not in a better condition when Connor was with me.
Probably not. Anywho.
I mean, it might have been more, like, insulated. But that's probably as far as it went.
Probably.
To keep warmth in.
I mean, probably... It's definitely degraded a lot since then.
Yeah.
But yeah. Poor Brutus. I'm just very confused. But yeah, Brutus, you're a free man. You're no longer in jail.
Yay!
And Limbo told you not to fucking do anything in this town anymore, pretty much.
You're not allowed to go anywhere. You have supervision.
Not without my yeah.
You have to have
Not even anyone else's, specifically my supervision.
Uh,
I just read the first like getting it, it's fucked up.
yeah.
Oh.
What do you want from the Feywild?
Oh, they just got the Witchlight card. The what's it called? Wild Beyond the Witchlight. And he's been reading through it.
This is the first fucking introduction to digital okay.
He is being picked up on stream.
Yeah, I could tell. I'm aware.
I just didn't know if you were okay with that. But yeah.
Depends on. Anyways, what time of the day is it?
It's it's afternoon, but it doesn't feel like afternoon. It's like you went through a whole day.
Every day.
It's like, oh my god.
Is there anyone anything needs from today?
You slurring your speech, bud?
Oh, I'm just basically saying that with my hands in my face, just trying to like still recollect myself. Is there anything anyone needs today still?
I should probably get supplies for myself before I head back home. It's gonna be such a long journey.
Oh yeah, I just remembered. I actually look well, if I'm in my robot form here, I actually look mostly shiny now again.
Mostly.
Mostly, I mean, there's pieces around my face still and whatnot. It's just I'm wearing new armor.
Yep.
Yep. Got a bargain out of it too.
Martha will excuse herself to go run some more things that she needs to do. So that you all can leave tomorrow morning.
I'm pretty sure I don't got anything to do, and I'm assuming Wrath, you don't either.
No.
No, not without supervision.
I'm pretty sure we can do it. I'm pretty sure we can do a jump. Jump.
Yeah.
Cut.
Definitely. So you all eventually go to rest. Raph will take his usual spot out in the hall. Sentinel has been crashing on the floor of your guys' room. Keeping to his word, he has not tried to tinker with any of the 2 Warforges, but occasionally will take notes.
I'm more concerned with Destin than me.
Poor Dustin. Dustin has been working on a thing.
Oh? Well, what is that?
We'll worry about that as a tomorrow thing. Or another stream thing.
No, hold on. No.
I'm worried it might break the limbo.
No, please. I think it'd be funny if near the end of the day, hey, a stressful day, let this just be the thing, just let him blue screen.
Okay. The child will come up to you and say, Dustin's been working on a new phase. Because that one makes you uncomfortable.
New face.
Dustin will nod.
Alright then, well, I appreciate for you accommodating for my comfortability. May I see?
He will transform this time instead of a elven figure. Well, it's slightly elvish, but it's very pale skin, black hair. It looks like someone you knew in a past life. And he just goes, ta-da! Well, doesn't say ta-da, but just kind of does the ta-da motion.
Can I get which one?
You know which one. You know.
Him?
Yeah. And Wrath will blue screen.
Wrath.
What?
No, Limbo will blue screen. Listen, we've been addressing Wrath for like the last hour.
I know. I'm just kidding. That's why I brought it was a joke.
But yeah. Limbo will blue screen. Oh god. Wolf, if you're still in chat, that is your fault.
But yeah, I'm pretty much just frozen staring at him.
Dustin's like, huh? The child are just looking at you like, think you broke him more. Dustin just defeated. It's like he's trying. He doesn't have a long face. At that point, I believe Sentinel will walk in. What happened here? Wrath didn't break anything. Dustin broke Limbo. Ah,
Cue eventually the Windows startup sound.
Can he hear like the Discord
I think they can. So that should be heard on the stream.
I know what I did. It was, but anyway. I'll eventually get off the floor.
At that point,
Face
like
planting.
Sentinel's just like been hitting you. You didn't hear it?
What, like poking me
Strafe
with
heard
what?
it. He's just poking you with his finger, one of his 3 fingers, just like.
And grabs it, knock it off.
Oh, you're awake. That's good. Your friend seems to be in distraught. Just like back to his wooden form. Just gloomy in the corner.
So that's not your fault. It's just.
He only knows 2 faces.
Technically 3, but I think that the third one would break Limbo even more. And not in a blue screen, but in probably like a complete mental breakdown.
Would Dustin know?
Connor.
No, Dustin never met Connor.
I thought.
Dustin, you didn't activate Dustin until after Connor died.
Huh. That one never really specified that. Okay.
Yeah.
I never should.
I'm gonna miss. Okay. I'm gonna miss Slizzy, Fizzy, and Sloppy.
All your companions at the cell.
That last name I'm laughing at so badly.
It's my fault. I'll let him name them.
Well, the first 2, yeah, that's completely fine. It's the last one's name.
Yeah.
Lizzie, oh, because it's the lizard-like creature. Okay, Fizzy. Okay, that's kind of cute. Cute, Sloppy. Anyways, I go into Sentry Rest for them.
You guys wake up. The cart is ready to go. The guards kind of eye you as you're all getting around to leave.
I'm making sure Wrath is getting into the cart.
100%.
I just shout out, "Bah!"
Timmy will try to get into the cart, but Sentinel will grab him and pull him back off. You're gonna come with me now. Where they're going is a lot more treacherous.
If I may.
Be my judge. As he walks off.
Not Timmy. This is gonna have to be the where we have to part ways. At least. The night's journey must continue onward.
But I thought I was gonna become a knight.
You still have a childhood in front of you, little one. As I kind of scratch his hair a little bit. Live that first, and study hard, so you can then train yourself to be a knight.
He looks a little sad, but he says, "Okay."
Hey, I'll be back one day.
You promise?
Promise.
All right. I'll remember. And Timmy
I'll
will...
get up from the knee. I look at Sentinel. Take good care of him.
I will.
Was the last one that needs to get on the cart?
Yep. You're kind of driving it, so yeah.
I proceed to get on the cart. Yeah.
And the cart struggles a minute before moving because there's two very heavy objects on said cart. And you guys leave the city. Far behind.
Yay!
Yay!
Yay! It just took us way too long to get out of that town.
Gee, I wonder why.
What? It had nothing to do with me.
Ah,
The audacity.
the audacity of this man.
I have more colorful words to use, but yeah, sure, let's go with that.
Martha mentions in passing. Just imagine what would have happened if we went up towards the fortress.
Don't remind me.
But yeah. Sentinel is...
Glad we went, and I'm glad we followed your advice for this.
But yeah, believe you guys are heading this way and then up again. Or were you heading straight that way? I think we're heading straight towards the capital.
It was a straight shot because you said it was a detour to the city to then be a good more of a straight shot to the capital.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So.
Because the quicker route would have been to go to the fort and then to the capital.
Yeah.
But the alternative would be for us to if we wanted to resupply, be a little bit out of our way, but then we can get to the capital then. Which, at the time, I'm thinking to myself, all right, we could use some supplies, and I'd rather not. It'd probably be wise not to go into a fort.
Yeah. It would be 5 days away from the capital on cart.
Sounds about yeah. That sounds right. That sounds right.
Yeah. So.
Onward and upward.
Then from the capital, it would be 3 days or 4 days until the Dragon Lair. Technically 4.5, but close enough.
So 9 days overall.
Mm-hmm.
If we were to if we don't stop with if we just go through the capital and not really stop.
Yeah.
Which, in fairness, I think might be the wise choice.
Martha highly suggests just not going into the capital, taking the road around the capital.
I will agree with Martha on that one.
Why? What's wrong with the capital?
You will shut your
No.
mouth. I just snap and immediately turn around. You will shut your mouth about that.
Whoa, what did I do?
So much, Brutus. So much.
So their first day begins of travel.
Their first day begins of travel. You guys head off down the road. I'm not gonna lie, I thought the court would take longer. Because he had more witnesses.
They almost dragged my ass into getting the charges.
Oh, yeah, I seen that. I was like, oh no!
The audacity of this.
The audacity of this.
Was he a
fucking
strong
aisle.
character, by the way? Was that lawyer? Was the plaintiff a strong character?
No. Well, not strong in the sense of fighting, but he is definitely resourceful in his knowledge.
Oh no, it was. I was asking for combat reasons.
No. The judge
I need to know
was,
if hands were about to be thrown. I'm aware after hearing the passive of 19.
The judge sees all. It's like, oh no.
What's
It's
the
like-
judge? Hell,
I don't even remember what level he's at, but he was he was definitely made in case someone got rowdy, and it was like, oh no. I'm pulling him up.
Yeah, that's trial was something.
Oh shit, he was only a level 12 and he had a
Sorry.
passive of 19. Damn, I must have stacked him.
Got it. More than double our level. Got it. Anyways, anything eventful the first day?
The first day, no. It is a lot quieter now that Timmy is not in the cart with you guys. All of his toys have been taken with Sentinel. He did give Dustin his little night toy. So Dustin's just been sitting back there playing with it. And Dustin's also just like, I want to be a human too, but all I do is cause trauma.
You can be them. You can still be them. It's just that initial shock from the other face you had. I was not expecting it. It was just initial shocks, Dustin. I can handle myself more now, knowing that you can do it.
I mean, it does make sense. He
What
did.
initial shock?
Yeah, that and the fact that he traveled with him for like ever. What were you saying, Wrath?
I was saying, does it though?
Fine, he'll just choose the punchable phase.
I prefer the other face, honestly. Just saying, I would prefer the non-punchable face.
I still don't understand what I did wrong.
Right, so I'll start explaining how the government system kind of works in proper civilization, how guards and whatnot operates. Right, where basically I explain you can't in these civilizations you can't just punch your way to solve problems.
Why not?
They don't operate like that here. It's not like the clans they have.
If they don't operate like that, then why have guards? Why have people in armor trying to enforce laws?
Oh my god. You see, this is what that judge
put his
missed.
guard. Yeah.
That is what
put
the
guards
judge...
is supposed to be the equalizer for weak men. Up
why
in
not just have
mountain,
everyone?
mostly.
Why?
Oh, hold up. Let me please finish first. I get you're confused. I'm about to lay it out for you. Up in your mountains, strong people, everywhere you go. Correct?
Yeah, kind of.
For the most part, every person's made is supposed to defend themselves. Except maybe children.
Yeah.
Down in civilization, not every man is strong. Some are wise, some are smart, some are
Dumb.
none of the above at all. So they help gather strong men to help be able to protect weak man. Strong man helps keep things in a balance for weak men. What happened is weak man thought he was strong to pick fight with you. You proved wrong. Weak man got strong man. Strong man was trying to at least understand what you, as well as a strong man, happened. The strength for them doesn't always have to result into immediate fight. If you explain self properly, no violence would have happened. Understand? Yes, understand where I'm laying this out?
Understand? You see, This is what that character missed out on. This right here. This right here. What we knew Raph was like.
I need to draw you a chart. Dustin,
Dustin's like, yes.
can you start drawing out a chart for Wrath to understand how civilized governments work in a simple term? When I say simple, I mean 5-year-old should understand it. Simple.
He thinks about it for a second and then just gives you a thumbs
You know what?
up.
No. 3-year-old.
Thinks about it for a second, gives you a thumbs up, and just
Thank
starts
you.
drawing like these little stick figures with his charcoal on paper. And just so the sad people, and he writes weak, strong people in armor, protect, defend, attack, and like does this description of like a dragon. You fight, you strong. Them weak, them pick fight, you hurt. Strong, protect, cause problem.
I still don't get it.
Oh my god. Dustin throws the papers in the air.
Wrath, my point we're trying to get to you is that you can't just pick a fight with anyone in a city. But there are consequences. What consequences are we've been trying to explain to you that is fighting in city bad. Got it?
Okay.
At least that got through.
But why have guards with weapons if fighting's bad in the city?
Oh
Because
my.
everyone follows rules. If Chief told village, you know, do not raise your left hand. Everyone raise their right hand. There'll be still some people raising their left hands because they don't want to listen. Like you, not listening to me.
I am listening, I'm just not understanding.
Exactly.
My head hurts now.
Oh, now your head hurts.
Oh, now your head hurts. Oh, hi, Mark.
I did nothing. I did not hit her. I did nothing. Oh, hi, Mom.
Oh, hi, Mark. It's fine. Anywho. So. You guys continue on your journey. Eventually you take a rest before continuing on the next day. Wrath, again, you get handed a big chunk of meat, and I assume you just chuck it on the fire.
Yeah.
I figured as much.
Gotta think about that.
He's like, would I?
Do I want
Yeah.
to? Do I want to eat it raw? Maybe instead.
I want to try it raw again.
When I sleep, I'll sleep pretty much on the seat of the driver's seat, pretty much.
Okay.
No one's stealing this cart.
No one's stealing this cart. Not this time. Yeah, you guys continue on. You guys get to travel about the mountains on both sides of you.
Yay!
Yeah, familiarity.
Yay!
Well, at least for Wrath.
Yeah.
Oh. Uh-oh. Something's gonna happen.
Uh-oh. We're being attacked. Fox is gonna kill me.
Suddenly, 10,000 magic missiles come directly at Wrath. Here's your
Yeah.
new character sheet.
Not every time I reveal a map is there combat.
No, but it's never promising.
No.
It's never promising when we're on the road.
Yeah.
Either important decision making or an encounter.
Are we gonna find another child?
No, no.
You Wrath and Lugo find a baby that's in the crib right alongside the road.
Hot football spiking him.
No.
I've already got a child in the back. Right place I put her.
No.
I am not a child.
Act like one.
Oh
I
my
do not
God.
act like one.
Yeah. Sure don't.
Oh, my apologies. A calf.
Oh my God. I do
Fresh
like
buck.
the fact that the minute I reveal a map, apparently you all just start to panic. I don't mean to cause trauma on that. That's hilarious.
No, I'm just.
Like, oh, great, what's happening now? What more bullshit we got today?
Oh no, there's an earthquake going on.
Sorry,
The car's moving around all over the place.
Seismic
Sorry.
activity.
I forgot that the
Map doesn't lock down.
I forgot to lock it down. That's all that mattered. I was like, shit. I wanted to move about the screen and then I just moved the map. Like, no!
Alright, we travel on. Mountains to the left, mountains to the right. I'm pretty sure is it green? Is it as green as it shows on the map, or is it like more snow like?
It is the warm season, so it's green.
Okay.
So no snow yet. But you remember this route, Limbo. It's been a long time ago. You remember going down this route?
Do I remember the reason why?
It was originally. This is where the sky lit up. You and your merry men were traveling north to deal with an incident that was growing between the Northern Kingdom and this kingdom. It looks a little different. Obviously, the test of times have changed the landscapes quite a bit. You remember being in these rugged mountains when the sky lit up in many colors. It had been a long time since you've seen a lit up sky. And even longer since.
If anyone pays attention, they kind of just see me kind of looking up at the sky a bit, reminiscing.
Yeah.
I wonder what that was all about.
It wasn't until afterwards you remembered that whatever caused that made the iron will disappear.
I have my suspicions on that, but I cannot confirm nor deny it.
No. It was a long time ago, but you don't know what
Hey,
exactly.
Dustin.
Dustin just kind of looks at you like, what?
You're a very old robot, are you not?
Dustin look at him.
Not as old as me, but not as old as me. I'm trying, but you've had age, right?
Dustin will nod.
Do you at all know anything about the lit up sky?
I'm trying to think. 1 second. Nope.
You would. Actually, he would.
Here's the thing. No. Because him and a certain somebody were at point blank.
Oh, right. Right.
And that certain somebody
Yeah, no, you don't have to go any
continued
further, I know.
on.
Or at least, do you know what happened to... Would you have any knowledge of what happened to the Iron Will Corp? I asked Dustin.
Yeah, Dustin will just kind of... He's been sworn to secrecy, but he's not very good at keeping secrets. Nod his head while also trying not to shake his head, so it's just like...
Kind of stop the carriage a little bit. Turn around. Did you actually turn my attention to Dustin?
If Dustin could sweat, he would be sweating.
Really? Because I've heard a bunch of rumors and whatnot of what might have happened, but just after a sudden bright light in the sky, just from my understanding, well, even before that, the Iron Will Corp was being dismantled bit by bit.
Dustin would not, yeah.
Dustin.
Sweating. he's not being wooden. He doesn't sweat. He's just like...
I can see him vibrating and shaking in his station. No.
He just crosses his arms like, nope, can't say. Nope.
Dustin. What
Sworn
happened?
to secrecy.
By who?
By the person that's no longer here.
I never. Eh. We'll discuss this later. Yeah. As I get the cart back moving again.
Dustin's just like his whole being is shaking.
You're about to get fucking interrogated. Dustin knows that. It's a matter of when.
He does. He does. But yeah. You see, every time that I reveal a map, it causes problems. Just emotional distress for somebody.
Oh, they caused a problem. It caused a problem. Not the initial problem we all thought, but it caused a problem. We head onward.
Yeah.
Now my mind's racing with questions.
Oh no. Dustin has to somehow try to answer and not answer at the same time? Shit.
Well, here's the thing. Limbo already knows a little bit of what Destin is.
Yeah.
From his initial findings of stuff. And so, from one of his little rumor mills he heard about whatnot, it's gonna have to be now assuming of stuff. Anyways, onward with the map.
Onward.
Onward, forward.
Smoke beer.
And you guys continue on. Sorry. I'm getting distracted by chat.
Oh, what's chat saying?
Don't worry about it.
I want to know. Okay. Never mind. Yeah.
Basically, it's peer pressure. It's fine.
about to pull the Dark Knight on this.
But other than that encounter, you guys have another peaceful travel between the mountains. Eventually, you guys will bed down for camp again. As you do. You were given another chunk of meat to cook, Wrath. And Dustin
Yay.
is just kind of slightly not as close to Limbo as he usually is. Just shaking.
Limbo's Limbo's in the seat, arms crossed. Not looking in the distance direction, but he's definitely. Guess I can probably definitely tell what he's thinking about.
Yeah. And Dustin's like, oh no. I can't. He may be dead, but I can't. But yeah. What do you think of this situation, Wrath? You're just sitting here listening to these two robots argue like they're having a marriage fight.
So when did you two become married?
Excuse me?
When did you two become married?
We're not married.
So why are you guys acting like you're like you're mates?
You can see Dustin doesn't have emotions that he could show on his face, but if he could, it would just be dots. Like, what? I mean, you do bicker like a married couple.
Really, Mark?
Listen, you guys had a lovely conversation, and then you found out that he's keeping secrets from you, and all of a sudden you guys are not angry at each other. It sounds like a married couple to me.
Not angry.
You're just disappointed.
No.
No, sorry.
Not angry, just my mind's now racing with different thoughts and possibilities.
It's all right.
Can't say how he feels.
He just like X. Don't worry. He still loves you, I'm sure. And then Martha would just walk off.
Every day I'm reminded why this was a bad idea to head out.
And every day Dustin's wondering why he didn't get left behind.
I was thinking it was I think it was good for you to get out. Look at all the fun we're having.
Fun?
Yeah.
Good night. Go shut the sentry and rest.
Everything is awful. Everything is awful. You go into sentry rest. Dustin goes into sentry rest. You're both just done with this day for different reasons. I need to get that soundbite from Wolf and make it into a sound alert for the stream. Everything is awful. But yeah, I think we're going to pause it here though, because I didn't have much planned afterwards.
That's fair.
Because
fair.
honestly, I didn't know how long that court would take. It's a lot shorter than I thought it would be.
That's fine.
I'm just glad to get out of the city finally.
And you're finally
On the
out.
road.
We're on the road. We're not going back.
I feel like we should go back.
No.
We go back. I'm leaving you.
I mean, technically, they did ask for me to leave the city, which I did. So going back is not a problem. They said I couldn't come back.
Wrath, you're pretty much exiled.
Somewhere, Sentinel was like, no, that would be a horrible idea. Oh my god.
Oh, I can't wait to become an Inquisitor next session.
Alright, start talking, Dustin. I can't, I have no mouth. Start talking!
Slams a book with a ink and quill. Start writing then.
Oh my god.
He's gonna be in Sentry Rest, and all of a sudden, like, he's laying there, he turns on, he just sees me looming over. We need to talk.
Oh no. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We still streaming?
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone so much. I hope you all enjoyed the shenanigans that is the old and the fresh. If you want to come hang out and talk about the session, you can go find us in the Discord. All kinds of fun discussions happen there. If you want to follow me on any of my other social media platforms, when one day I learn how to type socials. Dyslexia sucks. But yeah, if you want to come follow me on other places like my YouTube, where I post videos every Monday and every Thursday, and then once I get back into editing the D&D videos, those will be going up on Wednesdays. So it'll be Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah!
Ooh.
Ooh. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I will hopefully
You're
see you
welcome.
all next time. Bye everyone!
Hello!
Hello.